Hi everyone, I'm Louisa and this is my internship report video. Talking about this internship is not just my first internship, it's also my first job ever. The process for me to get this internship is, first of all, I look up on Hostco app and I found the internship from one of the recruitment on the website, and I apply my CV. After that, around I think 2 weeks, I have the invitation for the interview with the HR, and I've been to two interviews. First is with the senior HR, and the second one is with the F&B director. And after that, I got my visa application and go straight from Switzerland to Hong Kong. I worked in Ritz-Carlton, as I mentioned before, in Hong Kong. It's a 5-star luxury hotel in the Marriott groups. It have 6 F&B outlets, and one is a special outlet is a cafe on the 100th floor, and the rest of the outlet is on the 102 floor until 118 floors. And this actually in this internship, because of COVID, I have to work in 2 different outlets. Is first is the hotel lounge, is the lounge and bar, and the second one is my outlet from the beginning, is the highest bar in the world. I worked in Ritz-Carlton, as I mentioned before, in Hong Kong. It's a 5-star luxury hotel in the Marriott groups. It have 6 F&B outlets, and one is a special outlet is a cafe on the 100th floor, and the rest of the outlet is on the 102 floor until 118 floors. And this actually in this internship, because of COVID, I have to work in 2 different outlets. Is first is the hotel lounge, is the lounge and bar, and the second one is my outlet from the beginning, is the highest bar in the world, Ozone Bar. How did I work to meet with my internship? I feel like it's not just about the practical class that I have in school, but it's also the theory classes that I have in school, because the outlet that I work in, a bar, is a bit different from the practice classes that I have. For example, like Co-Palace or Four Seasons, I got to learn how to set up side table. I have to learn it to set up to serve, and but it's not just enough to work in a bar, because we're not just serving food. We also have to serve alcohol, wine, spirits, and for example, classes like wine and bar, it's actually helped me a lot in my knowledge and the way I reach to the informations with the menus and everything in the outlet is easier for me. And about what I have learned and how I learn it, I have to say, I've been through quite a different positions in a restaurant. First, in my first month, I was working as a back of house staff. I was doing lateral service. In another outlet is the hotel lounge. So basically, I have to do polishing, every restorage, every ordering in the back of the house. And my second position is in my outlet. Actually, I was doing a waitress, F&B serving, and as a bar staff, I have to have basic knowledge of spirits and wine, and how to serve the spirits and wine also. And for this one, how I learn it actually is, first, we have company training. We have classes with the mixologist that I can learn about my hotel's signature cocktail and the signature cocktail of the bars, and also I've learned about the classic cocktails all over the world. Second of all is self-studying. Actually, to have basic knowledge, we have to learn a lot about spirits and wine. So I do some research for the house spirits and premium spirits. And after that, my boss tell me, like my supervisor, he teach me how to upsell the premium spirits instead of just doing house spirits. And for my third position, actually I was doing a hostess. It's a bit different from normal F&B service because we have to be in touch with both of the kitchen team, the floor team, the manager team, and we are the connection between them. Also, we have to be in touch with a lot of reports, menus changing, and every single change of the restaurant is going through first to the hostess. And at this time, how I learned from my senior. She is a very good senior. She teach me everything she knows, and after that I also have to learn. And also in this position, we also have to know about guest special requirement. For example, birthday, anniversary, we have to arrange the special occasion for the guests also. And more than that, we also have to do for example, depositing. In my restaurant, they have a private dining room and also private tables that we need to reserve. And for the hostess, they also have to take in the depositing money and also inform with the front desk of the hotel to take the receipt and make sure that the whole process of money, there's nothing in the middle that doesn't have the information not clearly to the guests. However, it's a little bit unfortunate that after 1 month I've been working in the hostess position, my senior, she resigned, and since then I was the one in charge. Actually, this one is a bit unfortunate but also fortunate for me because I have chances to learn more and to be in charge more, to be more mature, and I know how to work in a hotel. And more than that, one of the things I feel about working in a 5-star luxury hotel with a lot of positions like that is working under high pressures. First of all, by this time is because of COVID, so our hotel doesn't have much staff, and we also in the lack of manpower, combined with the fact that my senior just resigned. I have to work under a lot of pressure. First, I'm a trainee, but also I have to work as a permanent staff, and sometimes I would make some mistakes of forgetting some small details, for example, like the guest's birthday, or some smaller details that messed up the setup of the restaurant. And also, there will be time that my boss doesn't agree with what I do, or are not really satisfied with what I'm doing, and they would be a bit frustrated. So by that time, I know how to work under high pressure. I have to comfort them, comfort myself, control my emotion, not to mess up all the restaurant, and also have my work done in time. And actually, in a high class hotel, we would also meet very, how to say, uncomforted guests, high demanding guests, and very large spending guests. By the time that these kind of guests get frustrated, they get upset with what they are not having from our hotels, the hostess also be the one who have to call the guests, comfort them, ask the bosses for the compliment, and keep the guests voices very satisfied. And it's also very depressing for a trainee like me. And actually, after all of these, I feel like I can control my emotional more, and I'm also more flexible in work and in team working environment. And also, one more thing I've learned after this is my computer skills. It can really get better. Doing Excels, doing reportings, writing emails, all of those things actually doesn't seem so big, but to be honest, my skills improved a lot. Now I can write a formal emails, and I think I still have to learn more, but well, it's really get better. And also, guest relationship. working in a 5-star hotel. I work under guest relation manager of the bar, and she teach me a lot. Also, she's not a really good boss, but to be honest, she's a really good person in working. And actually, I don't think it's just on the relationship with guests. I think these skills that I learned from work also can be applied in personal life, friends, communicating in schools. I think the internship is really helping me with not just soft skills, but also mentally skills. And for the SWOT analysis about myself, first of all, I think it's strength. I believe that I'm a good listener, learner, and also I can manage the amount of work and connecting between the team. Also, I really have positive attitude, creating, and very hardworking. And I love studying and learning, especially in this job about wine, about the spirits, how to serve it, how to upsell it, how to communicate with the guests. And also, I'm really focusing on what I'm doing. I have good adapting skills, academic skills, and I wish to work with the guests. I wish to work with other people. And actually, even if I got frustrated, I never keep it personally. And I think these are the really good strength of myself, but also it come with the weakness, because actually the thing I find most difficult is physically work. For my body is not really good. I'm scared of getting tired easily, and also doing reports with numbers really make me really easy to make mistake, because I'm not really patient. Like sometimes I make a lot of mixed up because not being details. For example, setting up table numbers, everything like that. Or sometimes I feel one of my weakness is gently denied a customer. For example, they want some compliment seats or compliment drinks, and it's not something so special, and I cannot decide it by myself, but I also cannot gently deny them and still making them satisfied. And sometimes these kind of thing lead to a consequence that the guest might be not really happy. And for the opportunities, actually, not just the classes help me a lot. Academic knowledge from school combined with the training that I have from company combined with the studying I do by myself help me a lot in my knowledge and my skills. And also I have a lot of seniors that is willingly to teach me and willingly to watch me to grow and glow. And especially my supervisors, he is one of the most kindest person. He teach me and he never get mad at me. He always teach me, even though I didn't understand. I can come and ask him time to time, and he was never got frustrated. And for the threats, actually it's not come from other colleagues to me. It's about the other trainees. For example, in my batch, I have another colleagues as a trainee in also the same outlet, and we both fighting for the 5-star award position. And for each outlet, we only have one nominated 5-star trainee. And for example, he's very talkative, he's very energetic, he give the guests very comfort time, while I'm on the other hand, I'm not really so talkative, I'm not so energetic, I'm not like very passionate to the guests, and I'm a bit shy, but I have my own way to care about the guests. I care about them very detailedly. And for example, we have a BSA audit, is like the audit to mark up the outlet from the Marriott group, and I got a really high mark on that time. I got a BSA credit for that. And after that, I became the 5-star nominated in the school. And actually, I think the threats are still there. There are still so many people, and they give other people very positive vibes. But I think like someone like me care about the guests very quietly, giving them special complimentaries without need them to come to me and talk to me first. I think it's also another good way. So I think threats are still there, but I can improve myself to deal with all of those things. Thank you so much for listening to my report. I wish you guys enjoy it. Have a good time. Goodbye.